to the ground because Gen Z was fed up with the Nepo kids flexing, moving, grooving, vibing, slide. They said, okay, watch this. I'm about to stand on business, son. It took them 15 days to overthrow their government completely. The minister's family literally had to be lifted out on some random white acts of danger shit, margin for error, you guessed it, death type of vibe, because Gen Z was pulling up, popping out, like, oh yeah, what the fuck is up, man? We need that action now. Things went left when the former prime minister caught wind of some type of revolution that was coming his way because Gen Z was talking on Discord and different social media sites. He's like, okay, watch this. We blocking all social media. That wasn't the right move. But social media was blocked. Basically, Gen Z took it into their own hands. They're like, okay, block this. And they started moving Mephistophelian. I'm talking about pulling up to politicians' cribs. Anybody that was a part of the government, burn that shit to the ground. Now, obviously, this was a violent reaction, and they fought back. And there's been 50 deaths so far. And they don't want you to know what's happening is it worked. They put aside their differences. There's no left versus right. They're like, hold on, the 1% is taking all the money. Why are we not getting none? These people are mid-revolution and they are stopping their protests to let tour buses through. So they're like, oh yeah, it's not us. You gotta understand. This day motherfucking fault. Go ahead. Y'all have a nice day. Come back whenever y'all ready, but we need to deal with these fucking dickheads real quick. This is how it's executed. Once he and his wife almost died, he's like, all right, fine. I'll step down. What do y'all want? Yeah, we're gonna need complete control. You gotta get the fuck up out of there. You guys are no longer in power. There's this random white tourist that has now become an independent journalist that the country just loves. And he's just in the mix. And the people over there love this man. Even on my last video, they pull up on the finance minister. They're like, oh yeah, we gonna need that. Come here, son. Take this walk through the river. Strip down, we beating your ass. Then the Gen Z social media-led group had an entire election through Discord where they picked their next interim prime minister. They selected their first woman ever. Not somebody from Gen Z. They're like, oh no, we trust her. This is who's gonna be in position. The army general is like, okay, we accept that. 15 days and the 1% are no longer in control of Nepal, and now changes are actually being made, and Gen Z has already hit the streets to then go clean up everything that was going on. As soon as they gained control, they immediately started cleaning up their streets and started cleaning up their community because they're like, this needed to happen or change was never going to happen. You guys are going to keep all that motherfucking money. I wish America could take some notes. And now Nepal is headed in the right direction with the right people in control and people that actually feel like there's equality coming their way. America, I'm just saying, it's not left versus right. Stop pointing the finger. It's these motherfuckers that is at the 1% owning these companies that don't let the trickle-down effect happen, and then you be sitting in your grocery store, build a bill, mad as fuck, you want to blame somebody else that has actually nothing to do with the policies and why you in your position. So, let's get on the same page. Let's point the finger in the right direction at the 1% and at that country over there, blue and white, 3,500 miles that way. Nepal's parliament building burning to the ground because Gen Z was fed up with the Nepo kids flexing, moving, grooving, vibing, slide. They said, okay, watch this. I'm about to stand on business, son. It took them 15 days to overthrow their government completely. The minister's family literally had to be.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Bakaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to those for elect, preaching His word and truth, sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. Right, we seen this story, I think I brought this up a couple weeks ago, where they took the parliament's wife and beat her down, bro, in the middle of the street. Straight disrespected this man's wife. Over TikTok and social media, right, and a lot of like chokeholding of the people by means of oppression, right? But the straw that broke the camel's back was social media. This is how you know the people are destroyed, man. They cannot live without their phones or validations of others and logging your food online. They're worried about those little things. Well, there's bigger things going on. But you see, this is still prophecy, man. This is still, things that must come to pass and will continue to escalate throughout the whole world. Right? This devil knows that he got but a short time. So he's implementing a lot of chaos, right? Because he believes order out of chaos. So chaos must come in order for him to put a tighter chokehold on society because he's losing control, right? Picture you're a farmer, right? And you have a fenced-in 10 acres of land, and you have a whole bunch of cows and bulls in the back, right? And you're used to going in there, feeding them their portion, getting in and getting out, right? But all of a sudden, you go to feed these the cattle, and the cattle start running around, acting wild and rampant, right? So what does the farmer have to do? He has to step out of that fenced-in area, right? Let the chaos happen, let it settle down, right? And then start isolating all the cattle, putting more fences up, right? More policies up to restrict the movement and chaos, so you could put a stronger hold on your cattle, so this doesn't keep happening. That's exactly what's happening, right? Esau's gonna step back, let chaos reign, let everybody kill each other, put in bigger fences, bigger restrictions, right? This is where the RFID comes in, right? These are digital fencing where they keep you fenced in, and they say that if you don't act accordingly, we're gonna restrict you of this, that, and the third. So this is where we head into, man. It's all tied, man. Everything is tied to control, power, and restraint. This is 2 Ezra 15:16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Right, this is prophecy. This is happening. And it's going to continue to happen. They shall not regard their kings, nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, and that's what's going on, man. The people are overthrowing kings, right? Government officials, same thing, in many areas. But the chokehold will start soon, where the police will not allow you to leave your towns, your streets, right? The fencing is going to start appearing physically, and then with the digital mark, it's still a physical mark, right? So the cuffing and shackling will continue. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Right? There's gonna be, there's not gonna be really no food distribution, no lawlessness. People are gonna be robbing, stealing. Right, so they're gonna start going into people's houses. They're gonna start preying on the weak, the old people, the women who are single. Single women, you're screwed. Right, so the man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. We are at the cusp of total chaos, from corner to corner of the earth, man. So make sure your faith is in the right place, right? Because wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of the times, right? So I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to those for elect, preaching His word in truth, sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom.